Welcome to Skypodcast.
A Spotify exclusive.
Today, we have a letter from the Sky Love.
And it's in Bisaya.
Yes, so I'm going to read it in English so that everybody can understand. So sabi niya, in her title, I really wanted to glow up, but I'm scared. Hi, Sky fam. I hope you can read this and give me some advice. I really want to glow up, but I'm scared. I'm really scared that people will tell me, hala, nagbago lagi ka.
Nagbago.
Nagbago ka. Hala, nagbago ka. I'm scared that they'll tell me or comment something negative. I really, really want to change, but I'm really scared of what other people around me will say. I really want to grow. I'm turning 28 soon, but bulingit gihapon. What's bulingit in English?
Bulingit is...
Parang nene pa rin, ganon.
Hindi, bulingit is like dirty face.
Dirty face, something like that.
Yeah.
Please give me some advice on how to find my own identity because I really don't even know myself anymore. I'm just trying to please everyone around me.
Yeah.
It's just so funny that you're 28 years old and you call yourself bulingit. Like, because bulingit is like...
For kids when they
For
eat.
kids, when they like, for example, when they eat ice cream and there's ice cream all over their face and something like that. Yeah, so I don't quite know if you really need the glow up or it's
Ikaw
just
mas magaling ka sa mga ganyan mga makeover.
Well, you know, it's so easy to just read that letter and say, don't care what other people think about you.
Yes.
Just, you know, do what will make you happy. Bahala na yung iba. But obviously, when you're in the situation, it's easier said than done.
Yes.
Because I think she's mostly scared of comments. You know, like we have this friend, like he's just scared of the attention being on him. So when we ask him something personal, even if it's not a big deal, or even when we ask him to lead a prayer, because all eyes are on him, parang napapressure na siya, nasa-stress na siya. Feeling ko it's like that, no?
Yes.
Na parang she's not... I mean, if you're gonna glow up, people aren't gonna say anything negative, I think. Most of the people. But I think she's scared also of the attention. Na parang, she's changed. Bakit kaya? Yung mga ganon.
No, meron tayong mga friend like we were mentioning yung husband ng sister mo. Like naging fashionista siya bigla when she was in a relationship with your sister. He was in a relationship with your sister.
So my brother-in-law, he's super chill, you know.
Yes.
Hindi siya fashionable at all. Hindi rin naman siya baduy, pero parang normal guy lang, t-shirt, shorts, ganon. And then when he met my sister, and this was like decades ago, because they're already happily married with 5 kids now. When he met my sister was super fashionable and she owned a fashion company and everything. So she started to dress him up and like get him to wear vests and stuff like that, which is super uncommon, diba? At the time, vests on a guy?
Yes.
What? That's so weird in a province pa.
Yes.
So all of his guy friends started to make fun of him. And they were making fun of him na parang, nag-chaleco. Like they were making fun of that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that is one of the things that she's concerned about. That kind
The
of judgment.
attention,
Yes.
the eyes on me. Like, will people make fun of me for changing?
I was kind of like the ugly duckling na parang late bloomer type thing. And yung mga advice kasi, I hate advice that sounds nice. Ang dami niyan sa mga Instagram, sa mga TikTok na
Yung
it's
quotable
like
quotes.
quotable quotes, pero it's not executable. Like yung mga be confident, be true, be who you are.
Like, how can you be confident
How?
if you're so insecure about yourself?
Yeah. So it was never helpful for me. I think when it comes to this, like for example, yung story ng brother-in-law mo, it's because it's not him.
It's not him.
It's not him. That's why it's awkward. That's why it becomes like parang mas nag-a-attract lalo ng attention. And sobrang bigla. So if I were to give advice to our letter sender, it would be true to yourself.
Yeah.
Let's say for example, hindi ka masyadong comfortable with, but alam mong ikaw talaga to. Mas ma-express mo and you can carry it with a lot more grace and a lot more, mas mapanindigan mo.
So, ano sinasabi mo? Don't na lang change? Ganon?
No, I mean, she definitely knows what she
Wants to do.
kasi alam niya, it's a change that she's afraid of. Or maybe she knows. But I think it's just like, instead of one drastic thing, try to improve a little bit at a time. Try to get out there a little bit at a time. Dati, for example, nagmi-meeting kami. And if it's an important meeting, work meeting or whatever, being me, my introvert self, I wouldn't talk. Even if I have already an idea of what to do. Even if I thought my idea was nice and like sobrang tagal na nila iniikot-ikot i-discuss, hindi ako nagsasalita. And it took me a while to say, okay, now I'm gonna voice out. So, unti-unti siyang there's still a resistance.
Parang
Ang daming
training.
mga, what if I say this? Ano ipag-isipan nila? And it's first time mo i-deliver yung parang sobrang awkward. Your voice might be too loud. I have an idea.
Yeah.
Or like parang, sa akin lang to ha, pero baka ganito. We don't want to stand out. And after a while of doing this over and over again, nawawala na yung awkwardness. Parang it's like playing a sport or learning a new sport. Yung beginner side mo.
Parang practice makes perfect.
Yes, parang ganyan. It's stepping out of your comfort zone one small step at a time. You cannot expect na parang you wake up one day, you do an entire makeover, you act differently, and everything is normal. It takes years and years. It took me like a lot of years to get to where I am now, wherein
confident ka na.
Confident ako enough na paminsan I feel like I'm over talking. Anong Ang laki ng mo.
My advice, I think a little bit more executable, is something that you also taught me, love.
Yeah.
And it's acknowledging where you're at and having the people around you join you in that journey. So for example, gusto mo mag-change, but your concern is, how will the people around me, kunyari, let's see, my best friend, my mom, my brother, how will they react na bigla akong nag-glow up?
Yes.
So why don't you tell them, your mom, your best friend, your brother, hey, you know what? I'm thinking of cutting my hair. I'm thinking of, gusto ko talaga mag-glow up. What do you guys think? Tulungan niyo naman ako. Alam mo, I'm really scared sa reaction niyo. Ano kaya? Will people be shy? Include them in what you're thinking. That way, they can help support you when you're there, di ba?
Yes.
Kasi kung bigla na lang, wala silang alam, and then bigla na lang, blonde na yung hair mo.
Yes.
Meron talaga silang makakomment or masasabi, or mag-react talaga sila na, ano nangyari? But if you tell them, mom, or, friend, kapatid, whatever, I'm thinking of dyeing my hair or cutting my hair. I'm thinking of, putting on makeup or learning how to put on makeup. What do you think? Help me naman. Ay, manood tayo ng YouTube tutorial together. Dapat try tayo.
Yeah.
Diba? So, it's not something na biglaan. And then you have your support system there with you.
Yes.
Diba?
Yeah. And even then, parang okay din yung, parang, I don't know how it is with girls in makeup, but if I were to do it, let's say for example, I want to be more fashionable. Hindi na from black t-shirt every day, bigla na lang akong, if I didn't feel comfortable, hindi ako biglang bukas iba na coat and tie na ako, ganyan. Or like, may mga pa-crop or whatever.
Baka change your shoes first. Tapos, if confident ka na or okay, then you can maybe change your top or whatever.
Yes. And what I realized, especially with fashion, diba, a lot of times you ask me to wear certain things that I'm never comfortable with. Na parang hindi talaga ako. Kahit sabihin mo pa, ang ganda-ganda tingnan, ganyan. As long as you're not comfortable, hindi mo siyang But I'm willing to experiment naman. I'm willing to try out like, instead of black, red. No, but totoo. I switch it up from time to time. Pero parang within my boundaries pa rin. Within the things that I'm comfortable with. Maybe there's a limit to what I'm comfortable with. With her, maybe there's a limit. Or maybe she can open up a new thing na parang, I'm actually into this. So I'll do a little bit more, bit more.
And I think if you glow up naman, people will be, their response will always be positive.
Yes.
Diba? I think so, especially if you have your support system with you na parang guiding you and cheering you on.
Yes.
And if you don't want the attention, your advice is very nice na do it little by little. Parang let it sink in muna. Okay, may bago siyang hair. Okay, may bago siyang outfit.
Yes.
Diba? Parang little by little, hindi sila mabigla, like gulatan portion.
Yes.
Or like when in your example earlier na you were so scared to speak up, you can actually address that right away. Like, oh, hey, I have an opinion. I'm not so sure about it because I'm actually super shy to speak up. But what do you guys think if ganito yung gagawin natin?
Yes.
Diba? Parang address the issue that you're feeling.
Yeah.
So they know where you're coming from. So they understand why your voice is cracking. They understand why you're shy to go out of the restroom or whatever.
Yes.
And then they can be there with you instead of parang trying to think about what you're going through. Alam na nila kasi sinama mo sila. If you guys want to hear the full episode, you can
check us out on Spotify.
Spotify.